Hello, Antok. I am Hena and I am here to help explain how you can write and submit a good proposal for the DevNet Pacific Development Research Grant. Let's get started. So, what are the Pacific Development Research Grants? The Pacific Development Research Grants are for early and mid-career researchers in the Pacific and especially for doctoral candidates and master students studying at Pacific Island universities. This excludes French and American territories and Pacific people who are already studying and working at New Zealand and Australian institutions. The grant value, as you can see, for master's research is 4,000 New Zealand dollars, and for PhD research, that's about 6,000 New Zealand dollars, and especially for early and mid-career applicants to conduct development-related research. So before I explain to you how you can write and submit a good proposal, let's meet some of our recent awardees. Mishaya Malini is a master student at the University of the South Pacific in Fiji. Her research grant application was successful because she had clear research aim and related research questions, as you can see here. Here is another awardee. Dalsi Motamota is a master student at the Pacific Adventist University in Papua New Guinea. Her research aim and research questions are clear and concise as well, as you can see here. So what made the applications outstanding? There were key things that made the applications outstanding. Firstly, the applicants articulated the development implications of the research proposal very effectively. They answered the question, why is the research important and how does it link to SDGs and development issues in the Pacific? This is very important. So when you are writing your proposal, you'd like to think about that. Secondly, they had sound research questions and research methodology. They had a really good plan. They showed the research plan was clear. And they had proven experience and capacity to conduct research successfully. And finally, these applications were successful because they had a good justification for the need for research budget. So, how to prepare a good research proposal? How can you prepare a really good research proposal? Now, to prepare a really good research proposal, your proposal will have to answer the what, why, and how questions. What questions are you trying to answer? Why is it worth doing what you want to do? And how will you answer the questions? These are the important questions that your research proposal has to address. If your research proposal hasn't addressed any of those three questions clearly, you'd like to do that. You'd like to go back, reread, and make sure that your research proposal answers the what, why, and how questions. Here is DevNet's research proposal format. First, the title of your study. You'd like to keep it concise or short. Consider the verbs you will use, for example, explore, examine, evaluate, determine, etc. The title of your study should answer the what question briefly. The title of your study is followed by the background or rationale. In the background or rationale, you are going to answer the why question, or your background or rationale should be answering the why question. Why is the research important? How does it link to SDGs and development issues in the Pacific? So you'd like to keep this clear and concise, but also state the reason why your research is important and how it is related to SDGs and development issues in the Pacific. The background or rationale is followed by literature review. In your literature review, you'd like to provide a summary of relevant literature related to the proposed area of your study. And the key questions that should guide you in writing your literature review is or are, what has been done before and what are the gaps in the topic area. This is the important part of your literature review, so you'd like to address this properly. After the literature review section is the research question section. In the research question section, you are going to address the key research questions to be explored by your research project. In the same section, consider the scope of your research that is achievable within a time frame, budget, and manageable within your PhD or master's program. So in this section, you are basically going to address your key research questions, your time frame, and the budget. Following this section is the proposed research methodology section. The proposed research methodology section will answer the how question. So the following questions will guide you to develop your proposed research methodology. What is your proposed methodology for exploring the research questions? What type of data will you collect and what specific data collection methods will you use? Who are your research participants and how will they be engaged in the project? And how will the data be analyzed? So in this section, you are going to describe how you are going to carry out your research. Finally, at the end of your research proposal, you must always have a reference list. List the references that you have cited in your proposal here using the APA 7th edition referencing style or another commonly used referencing style. Let's look at an example of a good research proposal. Here the title is clear and concise. The title reads, Hearing the Voices, Evaluating Children's Empowerment in Rongoa Island. The verb evaluating is the key verb there. This verb signals already what the researcher will be doing. Again, keep your research proposal title concise. Following the title of the study is the background or rationale in this example. This is where the justification of the study is discussed and how it is related to a development issue, which is children's empowerment in Rongoa Island. The background or rationale here is written in half a page. When you are writing your proposal, remember to provide a justification for your study and how it is related to a development issue in the Pacific, and keep it within half a page. Literature review. The literature review of your proposal should not go beyond one page. Keep this section within one page. In this example, the key literature that is relevant for this project is explored. A gap is identified and a justification for why this research is important is highlighted. So you can see that in the next slide. This is the important part of the literature review, so make sure to do that toward the end of your literature review. This is still part of the literature review. In this example, a gap is identified and explained, and a justification for why it is important to do this research is provided toward the end of the literature review. You can pause the video and read the identified gap in the literature as well as the justification that is made in this example. Following the literature review, the key research questions are written in this example. Note that the key questions section is written within half a page. When you are writing this section in your proposal, remember to do that. It is good to also have your key research questions in a table form as shown in this example. After the key research questions, the proposed research methodology is described. This is where the research plan is explained well. Note, in this example, this section is written within one page. When writing your proposed research methodology, remember to write it in no more than one page. And remember to explain your research methodology clearly. Okay, this is still part of the proposed research methodology. If you want, you can put a pause and have a read and get some idea on how you can develop your research, proposed research methodology. And then after that, basically you have your reference section. So list all the references that you have cited in your proposal here. I have not listed the full list of references in this example, but you get the idea. Use the APA 7th edition referencing style to provide a complete list of references in an alphabetical order. All right, for examples of good research proposals, you can visit this site here. So for application form, for templates, and for examples of good research proposal, please go to this website. You can put a post and get the web link. You can put a post to this video and get a web link to go and explore the form, the templates, and examples of good research proposal. Thank you very much, and I wish you a best of luck. Yeah, all the best with writing your research proposal. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you and bye.